everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we will be talking about one of the most important topics that is out there when it comes to the preparation of the UPSC civil services examinations. That is, how is it that we manage our time during the whole preparation. So time management, if I talk about this exam specifically, is extremely crucial, because if you're able to manage your time, then you're able to accommodate all the subjects, the various amount of commitments that you have maybe per day, and then you can easily accommodate all of them in your daily schedule. But on the other hand, if you do not have your time management and if you do not have those skills to accommodate all the subjects and do whatever you have to do in your daily schedule, then it's all going to be mixed up and you might not be able to achieve what you want to, right? And also at the same time, what happens is when you are not able to do when you're not able to manage your time, then basically you work under your potential. You do not do your best, and you also have this regret feeling that I'm not doing my best and I'm not putting my best foot forward, right? So that is the reason time management is crucial, especially in this examination, right? So I think the first and the foremost thing that you need to understand is not to make a very ambitious timetable, right? So what happens is when we sit down and try to jot the timetable, we become extremely ambitious, and at that moment we think that we will be able to achieve all these things which are there, which is not even the truth, right? So many times we become overconfident, we become a little we overestimate ourselves. So that is the point where we go wrong, because when you're planning a particular timetable, you do not have to be, you do not have to possess yourself as something else, right? Because you know your capabilities, you know your potential. So while making a timetable, make sure that it is to the point, it is strict, but at the same time it is an achievable timetable. Even if you're not doing 1,000 things per day, but at least you'll be doing something, because then what will happen is when you make a timetable of an overachiever, obviously you won't be able to complete all of the things because it's beyond your capabilities, and at the end what will happen is you will feel unsatisfied. But in reality, you might have done better than even your peers, right? It is just because of the timetable that you feel a little negative. And honestly speaking, a positive mindset is also very crucial. So you don't need that negativity, right? So I think that is one major point I would say. Other than that, when making a timetable, divide and study, right? If I talk about the UPSC syllabus, we all realize and we all acknowledge the fact that how vast it is, right? If you start preparing, it's basically unending, right? You can study everything that is there in the world, but still be left out with a few topics. That is how vast UPSC syllabus is. So what you have to do in this situation is that divide the topics, right? Specify all the topics into one particular category and then start studying. That way you'll be able to manage your time as well, because once you break down all the subjects and categories, then you can choose your slot as to when you want to do your work and accordingly follow it basically, right? Other than that, when you're studying, at times what happens is, supposedly if I'm doing history, like history is my favorite subject. So when I'm doing history, I absolutely love it. So what happens at times that I just get carried away with it. I just get carried away with reading history. I forget that I have to study other subjects as well and just continue with history. So in this situations, what happens is that when you focus too much on one subject, the other subjects are neglected. And we all know in the GS paper, history obviously plays a very important role, but there are other subjects as well. So you should not get carried away. You should know when to stop, right? For example, if I'm studying a topic, I just basically just summarized it and understood it, and that should be it. I should not get more involved into the topic just because I like it, just because it's interesting to me, right? And not neglect the other subjects which are important too, by the way, right? So I think these will be some amazing tips from my side in order to manage your time, which you can obviously apply, right? And I understand it gets a little tough to manage time throughout the year, but then in the end it'll all be worth it. So all the best to all the aspirants out there. working hard to make their dreams into a reality. And stay tuned. Thank you.